Good morning, everybody. Good morning to you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Anybody out there? Darlene I have not heard from her today, and I did hear from her yesterday, and she was feeling very ill and wasn't able to go on, and then I fell asleep. I was going to come on and I fell asleep, so I didn't come on, but I'm on today. So here I am. If anybody's out there. Anybody out there? Good morning, Dwayne. Good morning, Dwayne. Good morning to you. Good morning, Dwayne. Good morning to you. Good morning, Dwayne. Good to see you this morning. So far, you're it, man. Just you and me. But I haven't heard from Darlene this morning. I haven't heard back from her. I did send her a message, and I haven't heard back from her. Yesterday, she was feeling very poorly and didn't go on, and I fell asleep. So today, I haven't heard back from her, so I thought I would go live and see if anybody's out there. And you are special. You're very, very special, Dwayne. I do wish to say a prayer for our friend Arlene because I am very concerned about her today since I didn't even hear back in a message. So I'm going to say a quick prayer for Darlene. Heavenly Father, we ask that you look over our friend Arlene, I know she was feeling poorly yesterday and she had an appointment. Hopefully she is on the mend and will be feeling better soon and be able to be back on here with us. I miss her terribly. And hopefully we will see her soon feeling better. In your name we pray. Amen. So, how are you today, Dwayne? I'm going to sing to my sister-in-law just in case she found me. I don't know if she's watching yet, but I'm going to sing to her just in case because I know she does watch. Good morning, Lynette. Good morning to you. Good morning, Lynette. Good morning to you. Good morning, Lynette, if you're watching. I love you. I hope your infusion goes well today. Good morning to Judy. Good morning to you. Good morning to Judy. Good morning to you. Hi, Judy. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. Good morning. How are you doing today? We're just chatting in place of Darlene. Good morning, Darlene. Good morning to you. Good morning, Darlene B. Good morning to you. Darlene is not feeling well, I'm assuming. I didn't hear from her this morning. I didn't hear back from her this morning when I sent her a message. So I thought I would come live and see if anybody's out there and we could chat and have morning chat in place of Darlene Norgazar. Missing her terribly and worrying about her not feeling well. But yeah, so here I am. How are you doing, Darlene and Judy? Dwayne's good and special because he was the first one on. Thank you, Dwayne, for coming on. If anybody would like to join me, I know Darlene B, you've got some things to take care of. Good morning to Willow. Good morning to you. Good morning to Willow. Good morning to you. Good morning, Willow. Welcome, welcome. I'm good, Judy. I'm doing okay today. Got a better night's sleep last night, so I'm feeling better. I'm concerned about Darlene and her not feeling well, but the show must go on, as I'm saying today to myself in my head, and think I will try to broadcast for a little while and have a chat with you all and welcome you and give people a little song that they've been missing for a couple of days. So anybody that comes in will get sung to, of course, and anybody else that wants to join me, you are welcome to join me. I did send the message out to Christian Womanhood, so hopefully Liz will see and maybe come on for a little bit if she's able. And maybe we'll get a guest appearance from Darlene if she's feeling up to it. I've had a productive weekend plus a day. My husband and I got our Christmas under wraps pretty much this weekend, and yesterday I wrapped almost everything. I have a few more things to wrap today, and then that will be done, and everything will be ready to go. I'm excited about that. Yes, definitely. Everybody keep Darlene in your prayers, her and her entire family. I know they're all feeling poorly when I talked to Darlene yesterday morning. So hopefully they're feeling better soon. But yeah, so I got most everything wrapped. I have a few things to wrap today, and then that will be done, and all my Christmas will be wrapped and ready to go, even if I do have to do 2 Christmases, which I'm not happy about, but that's the way life is when you have kids that don't get along at this point in time, unfortunately. So, wow. Talking to myself is kind of hard to do, and I know you guys are out there, but it is crazy. Miss my friend. Had a dream about my best friend that passed away in last Valentine's Day. I dreamed about her last night, so that was kind of a sad morning when I woke up with her on my mind, realizing she is gone, and makes me sad. But we have to continue living for the living, and I'm looking for a scripture I can read this morning. Let's read a little bit from Proverbs chapter 8. Does not wisdom call, and understanding raise her voice? On the top of the heights along the road, at the crossroads she takes her stand. By the gates, at the approaches of the city, in an entryway she cries aloud. To you, O people, I call. My appeal is to you mortals. You naive ones gain prudence, you fools gain sense. Listen, for noble things I speak. My lips proclaim honest words. Indeed, my mouth utters truth, and my lips abhor wickedness. All of the words of my mouth are sincere, none of them wily or crooked. All of them are straightforward to the intelligent and right to those who attain knowledge. Take my instruction instead of silver, and knowledge rather than choice gold. For wisdom is better than corals, and no treasure can compare with her. That's from Proverbs chapter 8. Yeah, I'm hoping that, wow, 14 degrees. It's cold in Michigan, but it's warmer than that. It's 24 in Michigan. So we're definitely warmer than Utah this morning. So that's good. Wish you could sell it. Yeah, sell it somewhere else. But Utah, huh? Pass it off to someone else. They're getting quite a storm south of us, but thank goodness we're north of the bad storm that's been going through the country. So we're going to miss out on that here in Michigan. Um, it is what it is, I guess. You have to, when you live up north, we do have to deal with winter storms, and they're not fun, but um, they are what they are. And we get here in Michigan, being close to the side with Lake Michigan, I'm in the area that does get lake effect snow. So, aw, thank you so much. I do keep her in my heart, Willow. Thank you so much. She was a great friend and an amazing friend, and she was a good friend to my entire family. And it's just some days when, like, obviously I was thinking about her since she did come up in my dreams last night, and some of the wonderful things that she did do while she was on this earth. She was such a giving and wonderful, amazing person. Um, just made me a little sad, a little melancholy when I woke up and thought, wow, she is really not here anymore. Missouri iced up yesterday, and they didn't send a big trucks up there. So did your husband get to stay home, or is he stranded somewhere else, not getting to go up to Missouri? I did see on the news that Missouri did get hit really hard. They had snow and ice and all kind of mess there, and that does not look like any fun. Well, I know it's not any fun. I've been in that kind of stuff. It's not fun. And when last time we had an ice storm here in Michigan, a serious ice storm in Michigan, we lost power for 4 days. Oh, good. I'm glad, Darlene, that he was at least home and not out stuck on stranded on the road somewhere. Aw, thanks, Dwayne. Yeah, she is holding a seat for me. We'll catch up when I get to heaven someday. Currently 16 with about 6 to 8 inches of snow on the ground. Foggy, and I would say that would be quite brisk, Willow. Definitely, definitely. You missed the ice. Today is a high of 39, so you'll melt with fresh ice tonight. Oh, great. Wonderful, huh? That's just peachy keen. We're supposed to get like Arctic chill today, tonight, into tomorrow, and then it'll warm back up towards the end of the week, and they're saying we probably won't have a white Christmas. Good morning, Handmade Designs and Black Mountain Station. Good morning, Handmade Designs and Black Mountain Station. Oh, he has to go pick up a load in Missouri. Well, I hope he has safe travels. I'm doing okay, Handmade Designs. I'm doing okay. I'm worried about our friend Darlene, as she is. I didn't even get a message back from her today. So I know she was feeling very poorly yesterday. So I'm very concerned about Darlene and her family. I know they all were passing around the sick, and we don't like to hear that. But so hopefully she'll be back to health soon and back with us, because I miss her terribly when we're on here. Excuse me. Um, we were just talking about the storm that's going across the country, and so our handmaid or Black Mountain, are either of you in the path of the storm, or are you guys in a place that the storm's going to miss? I am in a place where it is going to miss. The storm is going south of Michigan, so we are staying dry and aw, Dwayne. Well, I can see that, Dwayne. My husband does start his car in the morning, usually tries to give himself enough time um, to melt all the ice and snow off the windshield so he doesn't have to scrape either. So don't feel like you're the only one out there that doesn't like to do that. Nobody likes to do it, I know, but Black Mountain Station, you're in Australia, so you're facing drought and fires. Wow. Yeah, that is sad for many, especially on the holidays. I'm glad you're safe. I'm glad you're safe, but that is sad. We had some pretty bad fires in California this year that threatened a lot of and took a lot of homes and a few lives, and that is never a good thing. But you are in summer in Australia, so we are in the middle of a big winter. My area in Michigan did, yeah, like the California fires. Um, my area of Michigan did, within the last couple of days, set a record for the wettest year on record. So that tells you how our year has gone up here. The wettest on record. Not fun. And as long as it falls in rain, not so bad. The snow, I can live without. Definitely could live without, but that's what you get when you live in Michigan. And that's where I was, luck at the draw, where I was born and raised here. Very low rainfall. Is it in just in your area or all across the country, Black Mountain? Oh, you have to go out again tomorrow afternoon for a spinal injection. Well, Willow, I hope your spinal injection goes well, and I hope the roads are clear so that you can get out safely. I don't have an injection scheduled until January. I know Darlene was supposed to get one yesterday, get an epidural yesterday, but I don't know if they gave her an injection the way she was feeling so poorly in the morning. I don't know. And like I said, I haven't heard back from her. So, yeah, that's me today. I'm just sweatshirt, sweatpants, staying cozy and warm in my house. Too cold. Where are you at, Handmade Designs? What state? Yeah, I'm gonna be staying in and warm. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Black Mountain. That is so terrible. I will pray for the farmers in Australia. That is so, so, so sad. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm facing, Willow, that this is gonna be a little past my threshold for pain before I get an injection, but that's the way that it was scheduled. So I don't even go back to see the physician assistant until the first week of January, and then the 28th of January. So a couple of days after my birthday, I'll get my next injection. Whew, can't believe that I will Google it, Black Mountain. I will. Right, right. That is very, very sad. I hear you. That is a sad situation. We have um I will definitely Google that today, and I will be praying for all of Australia and the farmers and hoping that you get some precipitation. We had our wettest year on record here in Michigan, and I would be glad to send you some of our precipitation if that were possible. But it's not. We all know that. But it's just, I do know that I saw a video that Melma made a couple of days ago that it was real hot where she was. She was definitely in a hot area. Okay, Handmade Designs. Come on over. Come on over. Black Mountain Station. I got extra room. Come on over to Michigan. Michigan is a beautiful state. It is a beautiful state. And sometimes having grown up here, I do take it for granted that it is such a beautiful area. When I lived in Georgia for a couple of years and spent a couple of summers down south, where the summers are brown and dry, I kind of missed the green, hilly, brown, dry, and flat. I missed the green, hilly Michigan, but um, now we're back because of the grandkids. Okay, thank you, Handmade Designs. Send the kids off to school all well and ready for their day. Have a good day yourself. Enjoy. Aw, thanks, Black Mountain Station. Some of us were just lucky enough that this is where we were born. I am proud to be American, and even in the midst of all of our craziness at times, I'm still proud to be American. Excuse me, a little dribble. The big impeachment vote for Donald Trump is tomorrow in the House. So that will be interesting to see what happens there. But I think everybody's minds are made up, and yes, it is Black Mountain. It is good to be proud of the area you're from and your country and your area. Um, I think that everybody needs to have some sense of pride in their homeland and in their home and their life that well that have I heard of the eighth continent? No, I have not heard of the eighth continent. Don't tell me Google it. I thought there were only 7 continents. I thought there were 7 continents. I may be wrong with that. I don't know. It's been a long time since I was in school. I am going to be 56 next month, and my brain is probably going a little bit. There's Australia, Antarctica, North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa. I don't know. A bit debatable. It's a hidden one. Oh boy. Africa, Antarctica, Asia, Australia, Europe, North America, and South America. Zealandia. Oh, okay, you got it, Black Mountain. Zealandia. Okay. Um, life and learning, that's right. You have to expand your mind on a regular basis. You can't just sit in my little house and do my little wifely duties and keep the house picked up and food on the table and gotta expand my mind. That's why I watch the news and Good Morning Eli Family 1983. Good morning Eli Family 1983. Good morning Eli. How are you today? Between New Zealand and New Caledonia. Okay. I'm doing okay today, Eli. Good. I'm glad you're okay too. Yeah, I don't plan around to be around centuries from now, Black Mountain. I will definitely be home with my maker before then. I'm doing just fine, Eli family. I'm on here by myself because Miss Darlene is under the weather and has been under the weather for a week now at least. So she hopefully, when she went to the doctor yesterday, they were able to help her out some. Good morning, Super Dave. Good morning to you. Good morning, Super Dave. Good morning to you. Super Dave, Darlene has been under the weather. She was last week, her voice was kind of squeaky, but yesterday I talked to her and she was feeling very under the weather. And this morning I sent her a message and I did not even hear back. So I'm assuming she's still very under the weather. So definitely keep her in your prayers. Good morning, Laura Beth. Good morning to you. Good morning, Laura Beth. Good morning to you. Good morning, Laura Beth. How are you today? We're all keeping Darlene and her family all in our prayers today as they have been feeling very, very under the weather down there in Alabama. And hopefully, absolutely, Dee Dee, too blessed to be stressed. That's what we got to go by. But yeah, Darlene's been under the weather for over a week now. I know she had a doctor's appointment yesterday, and I didn't hear back from her after her doctor's appointment. So and I haven't heard back from her today. I sent her a message before I came on live to see how she was doing, and I haven't heard back from her. So hopefully she's resting and feeling better. Um, but I miss her. I miss my friend. But I got all of you guys to talk to, so that does help my day. Certainly, certainly. Um, Dwayne, did you get that windshield clear yet? Good morning, Sandy Brown. Good morning to you. Good morning, Sandy Brown. Good morning to you. Good morning, Sandy Brown. Yes, please do keep Darlene and her family in your prayers. They're feeling under the weather. I don't know if has anybody else ever heard of Zealandia? I don't know if any of us over on this side of the world. Just got to work. Okay, well, good. I'm glad you got there safe. Glad you're safe, Dwayne. They just have a virus, Black Mountain, just some viral crud that's been going around. There's been a lot of flu and sickness going all around all over here, and they have been passing it around in Darlene's household, this crud that they've got, and hopefully Mama is staying away clear of it. But I know Kevin was very sick, and Casey was sick, and Darlene was very, very sick. Yeah, that's how I am, Darlene B. I'm just like praying and praying that Mama stays safe and that she does not get it. Oh, Eli family, I hope that you get good results from your MRI or the results you're looking for. Oh, Willow talked to Mama and she did get it too. Oh man. I don't know, Super Dave. I don't know if the flu shot gave her the flu or if she even had the flu shot. I know I had the flu shot and I didn't get the flu from the flu shot, but I think I did have the flu a week ago and over the weekend. But they say that the flu shot doesn't necessarily keep you from having the flu, getting the flu, but it does tend to keep you from having a worse case of it. And um I think that's what it did for me, was that I had the flu, but it wasn't terrible. I was miserable for a couple of days and then I felt better, tired, but better. I have to make sure that I keep Mama in my thoughts because, man, that's just all she needs. She's trying to get that knee fixed and she's got to stay healthy so she can do that. Yeah, Darlene, that's what I've heard too, that if you're sick when you get the flu shot, you get the flu. But yeah, that's what I thought, Willow, that what the doctor had told Darlene was that it was viral when she had gone to her regular doctor. And well, the flu is a virus. Flu is caused by a virus, but Sandy Brown went to the doctor and it got all good news. Awesome. Thank you so much, God, for bringing Sandy good news. That is amazing. Yes, prayers do work. They do work. Yeah, that's how I feel. Black Mountain, when my kids, especially when my kids were younger, if they were sick, I would always wish I could take that sickness for them and take it on myself. But unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. But I think it's hard when BMS. Okay. Um, I think it's hard when you have a lot of autoimmune issues like I do, like Darlene does. I think that that doesn't help with your immune system and fighting off viruses and bugs and stuff that come around. Absolutely, Super Dave. Prayer changes a lot of things. Prayer is my saving grace some days. Just to be able to say a prayer and get something off my chest, say a prayer and ask for help for a friend like Sandy and Darlene, and Willow when she goes for her injection? I don't know, Laura Beth, about why do they want me to get vaccines if I have autoimmune problems. I don't know. Willow's good news. Good news. Thank God for that. Aw, that bug smashed your kid and wife for over a week and you were over it in 3 days. Aw, BMS. I'm glad you were over it quickly, but that's what I think, Willow, that's why they want you to get the flu shot and the pneumonia shot and that kind of stuff because your immune system is depleted already because of the autoimmune that they want you to get the immunization to help build your immunity for that specific disease at that time. You have Hashimoto's, Laura Beth? My sister-in-law has Hashimoto's of one of her many things she has. She's got a lot of things too that she deals with every day that I pray about. Aw, BMS, that's very, very kind. All right, Darlene, I'll be looking for you. Good morning, Siosa. Good morning to you. Good morning, Siosa. Good morning to you. Aw, thank you for being concerned. I am concerned. We are concerned about Darlene. She is under the weather and her family is under the weather and they're kind of passing around a virus. So hopefully they're feeling better soon. BMS, I think that is true for most people, that it is important to find a doctor that you trust. I have a good general practitioner and my pain doctor is the best. I love him. He has done some amazing things for me over the years, so I'm definitely appreciative of his care and his concern for my health. So I guess I just kind of go with what they say, what they suggest for the most part, and I do my own research on some of it. But good morning, Amy Lynn. Good morning to you. Good morning, Amy Lynn. Good morning to you. Good morning, Amy Lynn. Welcome, welcome, welcome. No, Willow said she talked to her COSA, that she talked to Mama, and Mama ended up getting it too. So I definitely appreciate your perspective, Laura Beth, that I feel like, especially once we got those initial shots as children, when we got the immunizations as children against all the big major things, that it is up to the individual whether or not you choose to get an immunization or not for the flu, for pneumonia, for shingles. I haven't gotten the shingle shot yet, but I have checked with my doctor on that because I did get the shingles once and miserable, miserable, miserable. I will get the injection hopefully before I get that again. That was not right. But I believe we all, as adults, are stewards of our own bodies and we can make the decision for ourselves. Me personally, BMS, I think that immunizations for children are important to protect everybody, so to speak. But that is one woman's opinion. I respect that other people have their own opinions. Um, and I'm certainly not, yes, Dwayne, shingles absolutely stink. That was not a fun thing. And of course, I did get the shingles on my bad leg, on that side of my body, and that part of my body, my lower leg and on my hip on my bad leg. Oh, it was miserable, miserable, miserable. I don't ever want to get that again. So if an injection can keep me from getting that again, I'm on it. You used to do shots for your first 3 children. You didn't vax the other one. I think I do think that vaccinating our children who are going to be in close quarters with a lot of other children at school and things like that, I think it is important. Good morning, wonderful life. Good morning to you. Good morning, wonderful life. Good morning to you. Welcome, wonderful life. Right, Laura Beth, right. It is an individual decision for sure. And I think that I'm the type of person that I believe that adults have a right to their opinion and we shouldn't try to change somebody else's opinion, that their beliefs and their choice is their beliefs and their choice. And that is, in the words of Forrest Gump, that's about all I got to say about that. Well, welcome, wonderful life. We're glad to see you. Thanks, Sandy. Oh, you don't have to get the shingles because you got the varicella vaccine a couple years ago. Now you don't have to get. Hmm. I do not have chickens. I live in a city. Um, no chickens allowed in this area where I live, and no vegetable patch. BMS, I can't tell you why Donald Trump thinks anything because I don't think any of us can get into that man's mind for sure. He is a unique individual and he believes what he believes, just like I believe what I believe. And he has a right to his opinion. I have a right to my opinion. I don't have an herb garden. I used to grow some herbs out on my patio in an apartment, but I haven't started any up here where I live now, which is I live in a trailer home in a trailer community. I haven't started any herbs up here. I did just finally get some. We had our house was brand new when we moved in, so we had some minor landscaping and stuff that we had to take care of first. So now I can start to grow some of my own herbs and stuff that I did like to grow. I have liked to grow in the past. I grow my own rosemary, thyme, chives for sure. I've tried to grow a few other things. They haven't always been successful. Good morning, for speed. Good morning to you. Good morning, for speed. Good morning to you. Good morning, for speed, and welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you today? Well, Darlene B, I don't know if she's still active in the chat or if she had to step away for a minute. She actually lives on a farm, homestead or whatever you want to call it. She has animals. Thank you, BMS. She has animals and I'm sure gardening. And good morning, Michelle. Good morning to you. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning to you. I hope that Miss Norgus is okay too. Um, for speed. She's been under the weather. Good morning, Liz Ann. Good morning to you. Good morning, Liz Ann. Good morning to you. Anytime you can, if I'm still on, Liz Ann, please do hop on. I would love it. Love it. Love it. No, I am not vegan or something. I am a red-blooded, meat-eating American girl, woman. Right, Willow. We have to some of us have stuff. Oh, seriously. Right. Meats and vegetables balance BMS, right. But yeah, it's kind of I believe all things in you want to get into permaculture. That's cool, Darlene B. Good morning to Raven. Good morning to you. Good morning to Raven. Good morning to you. Welcome, Raven. Welcome, welcome. Darlene has, I know she has a lot of animals, BMS. I'm not sure on the, I'm not sure how much land she has. Enough to have chickens and goats. Yes, please. Thank you, for speed. Please hit the thumbs up if you wouldn't mind. I would appreciate that, you guys, especially since I'm hanging myself out here without my buddy this morning. It's a little bit difficult, but I'm trying. And I don't know why every time we go on my channel, I seem to attract the troll. I know that's frustrating, and I try not to let that bother me, but it is what it is. Thank you, Willow. You're awesome. You're always awesome. Darlene B, 23 acres, chickens, goats, geese, and horses. Thank you, BMS. I appreciate it. Darlene, Norgus R, she is my buddy. It's usually this morning show is usually on her channel, Norgus. That's Norgus R. We do Christian Womanhood chat in the morning. And she has been under the weather, and we've definitely been praying for her and trying to get her well enough to come back on. But yeah, definitely. Thank you, for speed. You help my confidence. That helps. That helps. And you too, Willow. You guys are awesome. Good morning to Sonia. Good morning to you. Good morning to Sonia. Good morning to you. Good morning, Sonia. Welcome, welcome. We're over here today because Darlene is still under the weather, and we're hoping that she gets better soon so that we can all go back to our normal places with bright, shining faces. So, yeah, keep her in your prayers, please. She's definitely, her family has really been fighting off. Um, they have been really fighting off this virus that they've been passing around. Well, it is kind of BMS, it is kind of my own little personal jingle I made up that I sing every day that I'm on YouTube to the people that come in our live. I welcome them into the live stream by singing that little ditty I made up. Thanks, Sandy. Thank you. Yes, please, Sonia, keep her and her family in your prayers. She is just really, this virus has really hit them hard, and it's hit the entire household, and they're really struggling with getting over this and getting better. So they're hopefully Darlene's resting today and hopefully will feel better real soon so she can get back on. I know that you guys miss her that see her regularly. I do. I miss her. I miss my friend. But um BMS, I used to be an office manager slash human resource manager for a car dealership back in the day, but I am on full disability and have been for years. So I'm stay-at-home disabled person who plays around on YouTube now and then. Taught to chat with my friends and chat with other people so that I'm not so lonely while my husband is at work. Oh, okay. Thanks, Darlene B. Give him a hug and tell him safe travels from me. Right, right, Sandy. I miss her clapping and her smiles too. I miss her. She always brightens up my spirits, especially when I'm missing my friend that I lost last year. Darlene has kind of helped to fill that hole a little bit in my heart, and she helped me get out of that original funk I was in after I lost my friend. So her cheerfulness, you are more than welcome, Dwayne, to smash any trolls you see. We did have one that was wanting to chit chat about Satan, and I'm not about that, we all know. So anything you can do to help out, Dwayne, you jump right on that. I'm behind you. But yeah, it seemed like the last time I had a chat on my station, on my channel, I had trolls too. I don't know why. I thought that, oh, well, that you would need, wouldn't you? Type, type something in now, Dwayne. I'm sorry that I can't believe you don't have one. Didn't have one already. Should have one now. Willow, why don't you have one? That's craziness. There you go. Woo! Mothership has to be blue. Thank you, Dwayne. Thank you. Willow, you should be a moderator now also. I don't know why. I think probably just because we don't normally have the chat on my station. I just don't have as many. I thought you did too. All right, Judy, thank you. And please do continue to pray for Darlene and her family. And you have a blessed day also. Good to see you and have a great day. But oh goodness, I lost my train of thought. Beep, 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 beep. My hamster fell off the wheel. Um, I do see some sun today, though. I'm seeing some sun as I'm peeking out my window, and that is an amazing thing because we've not had much sun this month at all. We've had very little sunshine up here in Michigan because we get the lake effect cloud cover, and it keeps us under clouds a lot in the winter, especially the early winter when the lake's not frozen or at least partially frozen. has to build up a certain amount of icing to help before that cuts back on the lake effect weather patterns. Cloudy in Wisconsin too. Maybe it's just carrying right across the lake all the way over to us. Although today, like I said, today I'm seeing some sun shining, so that is amazing thing. Amazing, amazing thing. Oh, Sonia, I'm so sorry that you guys are dealing with that. So sorry. I like Christian worship music, BMS. I do like some country music also, but mostly Christian worship music is what I listen to. My husband listens to um, country music in the car on the radio. So, um, verse for the day from Siosa Cells. All right, let's add that to. Verse for the day. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and turn away from evil. This will mean health for your flesh and vigor for your bones. Proverbs 3, 7, and 8. Thank you so much, Siosa. Oh, feels like 9. High today at 28. Oh, Dwayne, I'm sorry. I know that we're supposed to have a day that today I think our high is only supposed to be in the 20s, but not it isn't windy right now, so I'm not our wind chill can't be that as cold as it's feeling in Utah right now. No, darling, don't ever be sorry for getting your husband and your son together and off for the day. That is always, always a welcome thing to do. I like to see my husband off for the day too, but that happens at 5 o'clock in the morning at my house. So that's when he gets up at 4:30, and I usually get up with him and chat with him off and on while he's tooling around the house, getting himself ready for work, and then when he leaves at 5, I like to see him off. So I think that's a good thing that you do that also. People we love matter. BMS in the summertime, it we can get up over 100 at times. It's not common to get that hot here in Michigan. In some of the other states, it is common to get really hot. Um, but in the summertime for us, which is like June, July, August, well, July, August are the worst months for humidity and heat. We can regularly get 90s in the upper 80s and 90 temperatures with humidity. Yeah, Sonia. I'm not sure what that is either, but I do know that you guys have been hot. I'm sure 100 Fahrenheit is not the worst BMS. We get a lot of areas um, in the United States that have much warmer temperatures, but I'm pretty far north in Michigan, so we don't get that hot typically. Hmm. Are you saying it is unreal? Is what unreal, Dwayne? My my little hamster in my head is real, very real. Look who's here.
Hey, I made it.
Yay.
Been a crazy morning. Uh,
Yeah.
well, my daughter didn't have to go into work as early as usual, so she opted to bring the kids to school, which meant I
Oh,
didn't have to get up, which meant I didn't get up.
well, of course not.
Then I get a phone call saying, Landon's staying home today, but I
Oh,
did get
geez.
Sally off, so I'm like, okay, so that means I have to get up. Then I realized, oh no, Tracy's all by herself.
Aw. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. It is
I thought, oh, she's
difficult.
gonna kill me. Liz isn't reliable. No.
Oh, you're fine. I know you're busy in the mornings.
Well, it's just it's just really weird like that sometimes. But today was just a different kind of day, and so I'm like, oh crud,
Yeah.
I got to get up. And then while I'm getting dressed, it hit me.
I have you heard from Darlene today?
Not today.
I
Uh,
messaged her earlier today and did not
yeah,
hear back. I know yesterday she was feeling really poorly,
that's what I
so
understood too. Yeah,
I just thought, well, I would let her rest, and since I didn't hear back, I would come on, and
yeah.
since I dozed off yesterday and let everybody down, I could come on
Oh,
today for a while. And
well,
um,
sometimes you just have to rest
DMS,
the body.
I'm the smoker of the group, just so you know. I'm the bad girl.
Good morning, Amy Lynn's journey, and good morning everybody else in the chat. So I don't smoke, but I have had upper respiratory and allergy issues all of my life, ever since I was a baby. So I kind of have a weird sound in my voice too. But
Hmm.
it's okay. It's my voice. It's
Yeah,
mine. I'll
yeah,
live with
exactly. It is
it.
what it is.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
smoke normal, legal tobacco cigarettes. I don't smoke any wacky stuff. Never have. Well, I can't say I never have. Let's be real. When I was young and dumb, I did some things, but I'm smarter now and I'm an adult, and I only smoke what's legal.
Good morning, darling B. Yeah, I took one puff of a cigarette once under peer pressure and coughed my head off. And at that time, I was really having some uh, upper respiratory issues in my world, and I
Hmm.
just handed it back and said, "I don't need this. I cough enough as it is. Thank you very much."
Yeah. I I
But I
should
don't.
quit for my health, for my family history. Um, yeah, it must be Michigander in me. I don't know, but my dad was a really heavy smoker. My dad died at 52. Um, and I have been a smoker since I was like 13, 14 years old. So it's hard to quit. I have quit
That is a hard thing
several
to
times
do.
in my life, but it's a hard thing to do. It's a
Yeah,
hard thing to kick.
yeah, definitely. I know people who. Well, a friend of mine smoked all her life. She started smoking about 13 too. In fact, she
Hmm.
was the one that handed me the cigarette, and I said, "No, I don't need
Hmm.
it. Thank you very much." But we all have our vices. Mine's food.
Yeah. And I think, I'll be honest, I really think that, yeah, I'm with you, Darlene B. That's last, it is legal now in Michigan.
Oh, there
Technically,
you
there
go.
just are only very few places legally you can buy recreational marijuana, and my pain doctor doesn't believe in that. And so I follow his advice, and he's the one that treats me medically. So if I
Yeah,
want that to continue, I have to follow his advice.
there you go.
I get
Yeah,
drug tested every 6 months in that office, and if I am taking anything he has not prescribed, or my primary care has not prescribed, or not taking what they do prescribe, I
yeah.
can be dismissed from my pain care. And I Could not
that
afford to do
that would
that.
not be a good thing for you at all because
No,
yeah, that would mess everything up
nothing
for
would
you.
be worth that to me.
Yeah,
Nothing would be worth that to me.
I can understand that. Yeah, we had a cold front move in. I don't even know what temperature it is outside right now.
Yeah, it's cooled up. It's cool today. It's cold today up here, but not as cold as it is in Utah where Dwayne is.
Yeah,
But
supposedly it's 43.
but yeah, it's supposed to. We're supposed to have like one and a half cold days, and then the Arctic front is moving out of our area, and
Oh,
then
good.
later this week it's going to be in the 40s. So they're saying that we're not expecting a white Christmas this year. So,
Oh,
which I have to say, that is the one thing I do like about living in Michigan is the white Christmas.
yeah, yeah,
I could if we could have snow on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day and not any other time of the year, I'd be happy with that.
yeah,
But oh well. I mean, I can remember when my kids were little. I mean, they used to bring home like reindeer food, or they'd leave out carrots for the reindeer, and
yeah.
Brian and I would be standing at the doorway chewing up carrots and spitting them on the lawn so the kids could see, on top of the snow, so the kids would wake up and see that,
That's funny.
craziness,
That's
crazy
funny.
things we did when our kids were little.
Well, keeping up the myth.
Yeah,
Oh goodness.
I
Yeah.
think it is it's fun when your kids believe. It's fun
Yes. Yes, it is.
because they get so excited, and once they don't believe
Yeah.
anymore, then that's gone forever.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
And then we're pushing it already. I mean, and it's sad to say, but my older grandkids that are 6.5 are already having some suspicion,
Yeah. Yeah.
but they don't want to give up that
I think that's where my two
fantasy
are
at this
too.
point,
Yeah. And I'm
So
thinking that my
hopefully,
older one, if he's questioning things, he's not saying anything so it doesn't spoil it for his sister. So
yeah. That's the one thing that I remember I mean, I'm the middle of 5 kids, and my mom was really good um, about telling each of us as we came to our own conclusion that you have younger brothers and sisters that you need to allow to believe as long as they choose to believe. And
right.
so she was really good about cluing us in as to don't ruin it for your brother and
Yeah.
sister.
Yeah. That was very thoughtful of her.
So
Very smart
hopefully,
woman.
yeah. Because there were, like I said, with 5 of us spread over 7 years, there was that whole little boom, 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 boom. Every couple of years, somebody else is not believing. So I'm sure that wasn't an easy thing to do. But
Yeah. And of course, you're getting it from your peers too. I mean, even the younger ones might have been getting it from their peers, but
right,
still, it
right,
didn't come from home. It didn't come from brothers and
yeah,
sisters.
yeah.
So that was good that y'all respected that.
And we did that. I did that with Ben too. That when he started questioning, I said, "That's fine that you don't necessarily believe, but your little brother deserves to believe as long as he wants to believe, and so you need to play
Right.
along.
Mm-hmm.
Don't spoil it for your brother,
There you go. Good deal.
because it's just that fantasy when you're young. I mean, I remember. Oh my gosh, I remember waking up so early in the morning and playing with my little sister. We would sit and play on one of our beds and wait till everybody got up so we could get up and open presents. It was always so exciting. We'd be
Oh
up
yeah.
half the night waiting.
Mm-hmm.
And even when my kids were little, it's funny because I was the one that was waking them up on Christmas morning. Come on, Santa came, Santa came. I would be so excited.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they grow up.
Well, and sometimes you can kind of nurse it along by saying, well, as long as you believe, Santa will come. As long as you believe, Santa will come.
Right, right. That's exactly what, exactly. You don't believe, then Santa stops bringing presents and you start getting practical things like clothes and underwear and socks and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh.
Yeah.
Mom gifts.
Hmm. Yeah, then
Mom
you
and dad
realize
gifts.
that,
Yeah.
yeah,
Grandma gifts.
the stuff that mom and dad gave you all of a sudden become Christmas
Yeah.
because that's who's really giving it, but oh well.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Well, we always tell them that we t- we told Santa what we thought you wanted, and we paid him the money for it. It's not free. Santa doesn't just drop this off for free. We have to pay for it, and so that helped too.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they're asking for things that are out of the realm of possibility. Period, and
Right.
so you
Price
kind of
wise and stuff.
yeah.
Hmm.
But
Aw. Amy Lynn, I'm sorry that that's the case, that Lauren doesn't
oh
understand the concept of Santa. Because that truly is one of the
oh
joys of parenthood,
yeah
to have that magical time when they do believe. It is
yeah
fun. Fun for the parent.
yeah. It's a nice pretend time. So
Hmm. Yes, Anya, it is sad those first couple Christmases when that happens, and
yeah.
it's just real life, and you can start putting presents under the tree as you buy them and wrap them, and then
That's
people
not
are
always safe. My
true.
husband's cousin, who was about the age of our oldest daughter, she was a couple years older than her, and she she would spoil it for herself every year. She could unwrap every package and rewrap it as if it was not unwrapped. Every year she would do that. She would unwrap, she would sneak it off, and she would unwrap it. She'd know what she was getting ahead of time. She'd wrap it back up, and
And then
I
be
don't know how she.
disappointed she wasn't surprised.
Yeah, I don't know if she faked surprise or what. I wasn't there, but I just know that she knew whatever she had, of course, because she told our oldest.
Right.
But we didn't put presents under the tree right away, which was kind of a mixed thing because then they were like, "Oh, we're not getting anything. Nobody's brought us anything. Oh no." But at the same time, it was like protected. One year, my our when our older kids were still young, and my brother, was right there in the middle of them. Stephanie was 10, my brother was 8, and Marcus was about to turn 7 when my husband and I got married. So they were right there together, in age. And so there were a couple years that they would look under my mom would pre-wrap things. Well, they would look under the tree and pick up presents around. Of course, that was the fun of it, I realized.
Hmm.
But she got so tired of telling them to leave it alone that one year she put numbers on the presents.
Oh my
No names,
goodness.
just numbers.
Just numbers.
Made them so mad.
Yep. I
Well,
started doing that
let
with
him
my kids.
alone.
I started doing that with my kids, that they would have well, I did it from early on, quite honestly. They would have like, one would have blue Santa paper and one would have green Santa paper, or red or and green, whichever would have
Right.
a certain color background on their Santa paper. And I would literally throw away the rest of the Santa paper. It had Santas on it for the Santa paper. And when I got done wrapping it, I'd throw the rest away. And then as they got older, I kind of stuck to that same theme. Like I would wrap one in all blue background paper, one in all green background paper. It
That
was
was
just
smart.
easier to tell. But they didn't know, because I didn't ever remember which kid was which color. So they didn't know till that year when,
Yeah.
okay, the green ones are yours.
That's funny. That's funny. That's a good idea, though.
Oh, I missed one. Good morning and Greta. Good morning to you. Good morning and Greta. Good morning to you. Welcome in Greta.
My husband is on his way here to pick me up today.
Oh boy.
He'll be here any minute. So I will get
So
off
that,
of the laptop so that we can go, but I'll try to get on my phone, which is I'm charging now. It's at 81%.
all right.
So I don't know how long that'll last, but
All right. I don't
then
know
when I
how
get to
long
my
I'll stay
daughter,
on. Probably not super long.
okay. Well, when I get to my
Um,
daughter's, I'll try to get back on.
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna try to get back, stay on the phone, of course. But if the battery drops,
Too
I'll
much. You
have
got to save that.
then I'll get on at her house. I can plug
Okay.
it in. So, but anyway, he should be here any minute. I don't know. He left me a message a moment ago, well, a little bit ago, and said he was on the way, but he hadn't said anything about being here. So, anyway,
Well, that's good. Oh, good morning to Destiny. Good morning to you. Good morning to Destiny. Good morning to you.
good morning, Destiny.
Good morning, Destiny. Welcome, welcome.
You like that Black Mountain? Black Mountain Station
Yeah, he likes
likes your
that
song.
song, that ditty.
Yeah, we all do. She just came up with that, and it just came
That was
out. And
just
it's
off
just
the cuff, totally off
yeah,
the cuff one day.
yeah, and just it's been awesome. Been awesome.
It's fun. It's just fun to make sure that we say hi to everybody that comes in, and that's important to all of us.
Oh
That we
yes, of
like to
course.
welcome people into our live stream.
Yeah,
So,
it's important to us on our end too. We like to do it,
right,
So,
right. So
yeah.
it's nice to be able to make sure that people feel welcome when they come into our live stream. But
It's awesome.
that's fun. It's fun.
Yep. People miss it whenever you can't do it or can't be here. They miss it a lot.
Yesterday, I
It
did
makes it
intend
special.
to come live for Darlene
Yeah, I kept looking, but
and
I didn't.
everybody, but then I fell asleep.
Oh well, yeah. Know that.
When I talked to Darlene, I hadn't showered yet,
Uh
and I thought, well, I'll just finish this cup of coffee and then I'll jump in the shower, and well, that didn't happen.
huh. Yeah, we all have those moments. The best laid plans.
Hmm
Best
hmm
laid plans.
So today I was jumped in the shower a little sooner in case I needed to come on so that I would be awake and ready, so that I didn't want everyone to go without for 2 days in a row.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he's here, so I'm going to switch to
Okay.
the phone
Okay.
um, and head out the door with him. I've got to pack up a couple things,
Okay.
a charger, but I
Okay.
can do that while we're talking. Um, yeah, sometimes we just don't get to do what we intend to do. You know,
Oh, that's funny,
that
Sonia.
whole I would have remembered if I had my regular routine, and I would have
Hmm
been on sooner. And I apologize for that, Tracy.
That's okay. That's okay. You're
I was
forgiven.
discombobulated this morning. I
That's
love
all
that word,
right.
discombobulated.
Good morning, Manuela. Good morning to you. Good morning, Manuela. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Ella.
Good morning, Ella. How are you doing today? Please keep the entire Crawley family in your prayers today, Ella, as they are all under the weather.
Okay, I'm gonna bug out, and
Okay.
then I'll
Hop back
get
on your
back
phone.
in. I'll
Okay.
get back in,
All right.
and
Thanks, Roseanne.
I love you guys.
All right.
Much love, everyone. Blessed day, everybody.
All right. See you soon.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Good morning, Denise. Good morning to you. Good morning, Denise. I'm not sure how to say that. Good morning to you. Diniz. Good morning to you. Good morning. Wait. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to our live stream. Lizanne will be popping back on in a moment when she gets all situated with her phone. How are you, the Brazil guys? You received your Christmas present, Ella? Awesome, 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 awesome. Oh boy. Just reading Sonia's post that her kids all stopped believing at once, except the older to stop believing this year because kids at school. Aww. Hmm. Those kids at school, gosh darn it all, they can be mean. Just ruins the magical part of Christmas. And I like that magical part of Christmas. I like the magic. I like that kids believe, just makes it fun. It makes it fun for the adults and it makes it fun for the kids. And after they stop believing, it's just not, the fun isn't there as much anymore because then it's just, it's still, you're still giving gifts. Good morning, Destiny. You're still giving gifts to kids once they stop believing, but because you love them and they're your kids, but it's not quite the same.
Right.
It's all the mystery. I liked the mystery. Good morning, Gianna. Good morning to you. Good morning, Gianna. Good morning to you. Good morning, Gianna. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Good morning, good morning. Oh, is that my...
How are you today, Destiny?
I'm all right. I'm all right. I this morning got bombarded by birds.
Oh, boy. Yep, you got, holy moly.
That's Kaplan. She's got this interest with Mr. Pickles.
Mm-hmm.
Guys. Oh, hold on. Thank you. Go back to your cage. She's very gutsy.
Yeah. Yeah, considering it's Mr. Pickles' home. It's been Mr. Pickles' home the longest, and she's the newest.
She is, but her and Remington are funny. She likes to yell at Remington. She likes to knock him off the little perch and hold him by his foot, and then nonchalantly just move her foot so he falls.
Aw.
And she's going to be getting her flight feathers trimmed.
Mm-hmm.
And she's yelling at him right now, and I do apologize if it's loud.
That's fine.
She's trying to get Mr. Remington to fly, but Mr. Remington can't fly very well because his flight feathers are trimmed. So she'll be next. She is very used to being in the house now. Kaplan, be nice. But she's a little acrobat. She goes through the rings really fast, and she'll hold on to the cage by one of her legs or feet, and she'll swing. It's weird. It's the weirdest thing, but I love her kooky attitude.
That's funny.
Yeah, so she's next with the flight feathers because she flies around the house and then she'll yell at Remington for not coming with her.
I like the sound of them too, Gianna. I think they sound so cute. They're just playful. They sound playful.
Yeah, and No, she's on the light
There
now.
she comes again. Yeah.
But her and Remington have this thing of wanting to be on top of my head, which is fine. I don't mind it.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes she just like starts pulling little hairs
Oh.
and it hurts. And I'm like, oh, Kaplan, stop it, stop it.
Mm-hmm.
And they're very playful. And we are going to be getting our hands on, hold on one second. Turn that off right now. Absolutely turn it off. And go in the other room. Go make sure your rooms are done. Now. I want the TV off, please. Thank you. I have an attitude child this morning.
Children. Yeah.
Yes. What was I saying now? I just saw some.
You're getting a hold of.
Oh, yeah. We're getting a hold of some older furniture. And, okay. Go
Hey,
on.
Lizanne.
Kaplan.
Welcome back, Lizanne.
Hello, Lizanne.
Hey, Miss Destiny.
So we're gonna get a hold of some older pieces of furniture, like little what are those called? Curio cabinets.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to turn them into Avery's.
Oh,
And
yeah.
and so Mr. Pickles is gonna get one as well, so we can get rid of his cage because he's got he gets cage aggression.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, yeah, I know, right? You can't wait, huh?
Good morning. Let me sing to Craig. Good morning to Craig. Good morning to you. Good morning to Craig. Good morning to you.
Good morning, good morning. So he's got cage aggression, and I think it's because of all the stuff that he's gone through in the last 6 years. And
Yeah.
so we're thinking that if we replace it, that he won't have so many anger issues with it.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and then the other day, I thought I almost lost him because he fell off the side of his cage. I think he was trying to fly, and his flight feathers aren't back yet. And he hit the side of the cage and then landed on the ground, and he knocked himself out.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so I was very, very scared, and he's good now. He's back to normal now.
Oh my goodness.
I picked him up.
Think it has something to do with Mr. Remington and
No,
Captain?
no, he was trying to get to me in the kitchen because I was in the kitchen when he did it.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And so I mean, I know, baby, I know. But yeah, he knocked himself silly to the point of he wasn't really moving all that well. And I was like, oh, no, no, no. So I was in panic mode.
Bird concussion.
Good. Yeah, he's good. He snapped out of it probably a few minutes later. And then he's been fine. We've been monitoring him and stuff like that. So I'm very blessed to have a man in my life that knows all about birds and grew up with a vet who dealt with birds because I would have had to try to rush around trying to figure out where to take him to make sure he was all right. And Tommy looked at him. He's like, "Oh, he's fine." Gave himself a little bruise, but that's almost gone now. So it's amazing. He's awesome, aren't you? And you know it. You know it. You know you're live, aren't
Amy
you?
Lynn, thanks for coming in. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
No problem. Let me mute for a second.
What is on the side of your head? Stop.
Hi,
No.
Jean. He can't hear me. Okay.
You're wet.
Oh, did I sing? I didn't sing to Mr. Pickles. Good morning, Mr. Pickles. Good morning to you. Good morning, Mr. Pickles. Good morning to you.
Did she
Good
sing
morning,
to
Mr.
you?
Pickles.
Did she sing to you? Are you happy?
Okay. He's
Okay.
finished
Okay.
talking to the box now.
All right. Hi, Jean.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Good morning.
My driver. So yeah, it's a crazy morning, like I said.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
It has been. You're like all discombobulated around backwards. You went, instead of being at your daughter's earlier, then on the phone, and then at home, you've been at home on the phone to your daughter's.
Yeah. You never know what you're gonna get with me.
That's right.
It's like a box of
Right.
chocolates.
And I
That's
think
right.
that's why we all mesh so well. It's because you never know what you're gonna get.
Exactly.
know
You
what's
never
gonna
know
happen,
from day to day what's going to happen.
right?
It's all good.
Oh,
Whatever it is, it's all good.
Raven said
Hello,
that
Mr. Pickles.
Gene is very handsome, Liz.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I think so too, but then,
You're a little partial.
yeah, well, you know.
look what Tommy got the family for Christmas.
What you got? I can't see. I have a
Oh,
postage
the
stamp in the
aquarium?
house.
Yeah.
Ooh, how nice.
Awesome.
It is about, what did he estimate with everything? The stand, the tank, all the inside stuff, the pump. I think he estimated it's like a $600 setup. He had it for
Uh-huh.
30
Yeah.
bucks.
Wow.
He said what? You found it on the side of the road?
No, he got it for 30 bucks.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I was like, sweet. But yeah, we got some fish in there, and we
How much does that weigh on your ceiling there with the thing kind of doing its thing in the basement?
that's so that's the thing. It's I don't know how much it weighs, but we definitely made sure that it was a solid area on the floor.
Yes, you
Down
did.
in the basement.
It's kind of, yeah, that would be kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Tommy being
Oh, I would
downstairs in the
cry.
basement, and all of a sudden the fish coming through on top of him.
Yeah, that would be funny.
Okay, so his in the basement in his dungeon area where he
Uh-huh.
does his lives and everything in his desk
Mhm.
and stuff, that's underneath where our bed is up here.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if the floor gave out, he'd have a bed on top of him. And the thing is,
Well, that wouldn't be cool.
it's a what is it? It's a waterbed pedestal bed.
Oh, yeah.
And so yeah, that would hurt.
That would be
Oh,
hard.
yeah, that would
Another
not be
floating
good.
situation.
I
Blub,
told him I
blub,
wanted
blub.
to build a pallet bed. And he kind
Yeah.
of looked at me funny.
That's funny.
I like pallets. It's another
Mhm.
weird
Yeah,
thing.
pallets are
You
they're
can do
cool.
so many
They
different
are
things
cool.
with them.
Yep.
Yeah, if you get them
I've seen
apart.
some really cool headboards made out of pallets with lights and stuff.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Really cool.
really
Oh,
neat.
Like
yeah.
on Pinterest and stuff. And
Well, like I
some,
said, getting them apart's the hard part.
yeah.
Good morning,
Very
Kaplan. Again. You leave him alone. She come over to
You
mess
have a
with
little
Mr.
jealousy.
Pickles.
Mm-hmm.
Have a little jealousy.
She forgets your head is the middle of it.
I know, right? Well, Mr. Pickles is just sitting here doing absolutely nothing, minding his business.
Finding his own.
Yeah, and she just comes over and just like tries to mess with him.
Yeah, that's about right. Siblings are like that.
Mm-hmm.
So when we had just Mr. Pickles and Remington, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Remington is a very clean bird. It's very unusual to have a very clean bird. Like he kept his feet in his cage. We get Kaplan, and I got to vacuum twice a day because she is messy. Now, if anybody has ever seen the show Blacklist, it's usually the other way around. Remington's making the mess, and Mr. Kaplan is cleaning it.
Yeah. It's the opposite at your house, huh?
It's the opposite at our house.
That's funny.
And we got these like Liberty Bell. What are they called? The Liberty Bell. They're seeds.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Raven, she is such a drama queen. Holy wow, is she a drama queen? She will start yelling at Remington for no reason. Like he'll be sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
She'll go up and she'll start yelling at him.
Hey,
Here you are again.
Welcome back.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened.
I got to take the food now, so I'm going to have to go. Bye-bye.
Okay. See you in a bit.
What's up?
She's hilarious.
Oh, what are those? I can't think of what it's called. But you usually put them on the side of the cage, and it's compacted seed.
Yeah.
I can't think of what they're called, but we got some that were in the shape of a big Liberty Bell,
Mm-hmm.
and so that's in their cage, and she won't let him touch it. So we have
Oh my
one on
goodness.
Mr. Pickles. We have one on Mr. Pickles' cage, which he doesn't. He likes it, but he's not real big into it.
Mm-hmm.
So Mr. Remington, we end up taking Mr. Remington over by Mr. Pickles' cage and lets him
To have some. Yeah.
I had to figure out how to teach her to share.
Mm-hmm. You have to share with your brothers.
Yeah.
Suet. Willow said Suet. Is it Suet?
Yeah. It's he's got them zip tied to the cage.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that, but it's here. Let me see if I can find. Oh, hold on. I know where something is. Do we want to teach? Go ahead. Good boy. Good boy. It's these things.
Oh.
But it's in the shape of a Liberty Bell.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
Very cool.
Come on, Kaplan. Come on. Gabby is silly.
She is large and in charge, and she's not large, but she thinks she's in charge. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine, Darlene B. I was just trying to figure out what was going on at Destiny's with the birds.
Oh, I'm telling you. If it's not the kids, it's the birds acting silly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do. And right now, Kaplan is inching her way over by Mr. Pickles, and Mr. Pickles is trying to climb in his cage to close the door.
Too funny.
And that's Remington. Hey, shh. It's fine. You're all right. Yeah, you're all right. And I want more.
Yeah.
We were.
Yeah, Dan, were you working on trying to get a mated pair?
Not really. It just kind of happened. Oh, hold on. I gotta go get her off the tank. Hey,
Right.
Get off the tank. Thank you. Sorry.
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious.
We have ivies in our fish tank on the top.
Mm-hmm.
And she was trying to eat them.
Oh. How lovely.
She's a handful.
Mm-hmm.
She just went back over to the fish tank. Kaplan. Oh, I'm telling you, she's worse.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of my plant. Get home. Get home. you. At least she knows how to, when you tell her to go home, to go home.
Yeah.
That's one thing that Tommy taught her immediately.
Yeah.
She is very mischievous.
Good morning to Eva. Good morning to you. Good morning to Eva. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, she just seems like such a spitball.
She is. She really is. And
She's gonna be your troublemaker.
she is the troublemaker. You always have one in the group, and then
Yeah.
she just happens to be my troublemaker. Go. Go. I can hear you and see you. Go, go. Get your stuff done. Yeah, she's the troublemaker, just like my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
She's the troublemaker in the house.
I know I was not always the easy child, that's for sure. Girls can be rough.
Boys are so much easier to raise. Go on.
Thank you, Eva. That's partly why I came on today, because I didn't want everyone to forget about us all, and I know Darlene has been really under the weather.
Yeah, she's
really under the weather.
Really? Go home.
Uh,
She is up on my sign. Up in
too
this.
funny.
She is, and so she's got a few favorite spots. And on top of the liquor cabinet, where all my empty collectible liquor bottles are, she likes to go up there because there's no way. And climbing on a chair, I can't even reach it.
Mm-hmm.
And she's sassy.
Yep.
But I picked her for a reason, and I am stuck with her. We are her forever home. And we just got to figure out a balance.
Right. They have to, they'll mesh. They'll, be used to being all together, and, they'll mesh in time.
Right. And yeah, she's not going to know what to do. But you know what? That's all right. Because we had to, in order for us to be able to handle her, we had to use Remington to be able to handle her. And now she's sassy.
Sassy.
Yeah. She's sassy.
Just plain sassy.
And it's funny too, because if you guys watch the series Blacklist, the personalities that they have, Mr. Remington and Mr. Kaplan, they fit so perfect.
Yeah. That is funny. That it worked out that way.
Yeah. So Darlene and Kevin, they're the ones that help pick out the name in my chat. And so it made sense. It made so much sense. And so if they become a mating pair, that's cool. If not, that's cool too.
Yeah. Good morning, Denise. Good morning to you. Good morning, Denise. Good morning to you. Welcome, Denise.
Much love, Denise.
How are you doing, Denise? How are you doing today? I'm hanging in there. I'm a little sore. I tried to finish up my Christmas stuff, trying to get everything wrapped yesterday. I didn't quite finish wrapping, but I have a few things to wrap. But I have pictures that needed to be wrapped, but they needed to be put in frames, so I put right to work putting them in the frames last night. So now today I can wrap those. You're hanging? Oh, I keep you in my prayers, Denise. I know that you have a lot of pain, and that storm's coming through your area, and that's not going to be good either.
Sorry. I don't know what that was.
But yeah, I just was really concerned about Darlene this morning, because I messaged her early. So I heard from her yesterday, that she wasn't going to go on. So I messaged her today
Right.
and just asked how she was doing. And oh, Sonia had 9 cats in the house and 9 birds, 9
Yeah,
parrots. She kicked the cats
yeah.
outside.
I love her parrots. They're
Yeah.
awesome.
When they but I didn't hear back from her today.
Right.
So I was concerned. I hope she's sleeping and feeling better, as I know she was up for the auction last night. So hopefully she's just resting and getting better. But I know that they have, the whole household is sick. I mean, Kevin was saying that their kitchen might have Ebola at one point. It's like, I think the kitchen has Ebola.
That's crazy.
Well, when they're all sick, can you imagine how miserable that must be? I mean, seriously, just everybody not feeling well, and they're. Oh, I'm just sorry Mama ended up catching it. I was hoping that they were keeping it out of her room, you know?
Yeah, that's what she was saying. Darla was saying that they were trying really hard to keep it away from Mama.
Yeah. Willow said she talked to Mama yesterday or the day before, and she definitely had come down with it. So hopefully they're all going to get better soon.
Yeah, the flu is nasty, and I'm not exactly sure what if it's the flu or whatever that's going on there, you know.
Yeah, but Darlene's been sick for over a week.
Yeah, she really needs to get that looked at, especially with the medicine that she's on. Because Tommy's has been on that medicine, and it wipes your immune system. And so she definitely needs to get a hold of the doctor and let them know, because she's not
How
going to be
sick
able to
she
fight
is. Yeah. Welcome back, BMS.
the curd. What is that, Denise? Did I say that right? Mama said they all had the curd.
Crud.
Oh, crud.
Yeah.
See, that's why. I didn't know there was a new Star Wars movie coming out. I don't have regular TV, and my entertainment usually is YouTube.
Yeah. Exactly. I spend more time on YouTube probably than I do watch news for a couple hours every day, but otherwise, mostly if I'm watching something, it's usually YouTube.
Thank you, Sonia. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a seed block.
Oh,
Liberty Bell.
the seeds and honey.
Yeah, but this one was just plain. This is what.
Liberty Bell. Cool.
Yep, and they love it. And we're going back in this. What day is today? Tuesday? In a couple days to pick up a couple more fish, and we're going to pick up a couple more of those so that we have them. Because I don't know, I think they're cool. I think the bells are cool, and so, and they like them, and it'll last a while.
Right.
Remington, when we first got him, these seed blocks, the smaller ones, he would go through them really quick. But I think that's because he was so used to that being in his tank and having to fight with all the other birds that were
Oh, yeah, that he have to eat as much as he could. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think he like overdid it because he was so happy that it was just him to have it. And now, I mean, they get along. They really do get along. And like right now, they're being sassy to each other, but he's learning to fight back.
Good. He's gonna have to if she's a little sassy one.
I know, right? It's crazy, but I love it. I love having them. I love the fact
Sonia said she gets like 9 different ones when she goes on vacation, so she knows they won't run out of food. That's kind of good. It's a good idea.
Yeah, and we give fruits and vegetables as well. They get fresh fruits and vegetables every day. Mr. Pickles, though, however, is a little spoiled butt, and so he is my number one. He is my baby. He's my first, outside of wild birds that I used to feed come up to me and stuff. He is my first official bird that's mine, and so he's a little bit more spoiled than the rest of them.
Yeah, that's all right.
He knows he's my number one.
Yeah, that's all right. My son has a dog that's his baby, and it's not any different. Pet's a pet, and you love them, and they're like your kids.
Yeah,
but he said sometimes he doesn't know which is worse, the dog or his real kid. And you say the same thing about the birds.
Right. At least with the kids, you can tell them to go to their room and tell them to bed for a timeout. You can't quite do that with the birds, or the dogs, or the cats, because they just really don't listen to that part,
Exactly.
I tell her to go home because she's being sassy, and she'll go to her cage, but then she comes right back.
Yeah. And she's, okay, I did. I went home, but now I'm back.
Yeah, I am. I'm waiting for her to come back right now. She's giving Remington a little bit of a hard time. But she's not like being aggressive or anything like that. I think she's trying to get him to fly, and she doesn't realize that he can't fly.
He can't fly. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he can flutter. Like he can go off the cage and flutter, but he doesn't get very far.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I just, at this point, until we can move somewhere where they'll have an aviary where they can fly and they'll be able to have their flight feathers and stuff. It's just safer right now for them to be clipped.
I don't know. Is that something you have to do like regularly with the birds?
Depends on the bird. It depends on the bird. Mr. Pickles, when we got him, his flight feathers grew really quick, but he was also getting the proper nutrients, the proper food.
Right.
So he was clipped, but I don't know. It was like his feathers were stunted because he was just strictly.
Well, he lost a lot when you first got him, right? When you've changed up his diet and put him back on.
Actually,
he was gaining feathers right from the beginning.
Yeah, he had no feather. I mean, he had a lot of missing feathers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He didn't want to eat the fruits and vegetables, so we had to take his seed away and just give a little bit at a time. But it really didn't take long for him to realize that it was for him. And so a lot of it helped too, that because he had bonded with me, that I would act like I would take a bite, and then I would hold it to him, and he would slowly eat it that way. And I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing. I just know that it helped him, and I know that now anything that we give him or introduce into his diet, I have to act like I'm trying it for him to do it. So
he's your baby.
He is my baby. Like the other two, I mean, I don't have to do that stuff. They'll try it. If they don't like it, then they won't eat it. But with as much as Mr. Pickles has gone through, it's crazy. But he's very spoiled. And we have a ceiling fan, as you can see right here. And that's usually going nonstop during the summer. And shortly, he almost took a dive bomb into the ceiling fan, so we had to trim his flight feathers.
Yeah.
And he says, out of my 9 parrots, 3 of them have broken wings. We
They were hit by
cars, but I clipped the other birds' wings for their own safety. Yeah, see, and that's what we're doing too. And she's getting to the point where, because she loves to fly around so much, you know, granted we're blessed. We have the inside door, and then we have another door right over here, and then closed in porch. But I don't want to get it to the point where she thinks that she can fly out there and then out the door.
Right.
So I mean that's that, and it's winter here, and so she would never survive. She would never survive.
Right.
And
because your weather's actually usually more cold because we get buffered temperature wise by the lake a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like right now our temperature, which we just got more like a snow and ice mix last night. Let me pull up our temperature. It's 18, but feels like 13 because of the wind chill. And we're supposed to get snow sometime this week again, and like a lot of it, which means it'll be heading by you, Tracy. You know, and poor Tommy, he's in the basement, and it's a finished basement, but the concrete floor gets so cold that it goes
chilly,
up feet, you know, and he gets cold real easy. That's his work area, and so we're looking for a place that's warmer. We had the opportunity in Appleton to, we looked at that place there.
Yeah, that just wasn't what it was originally promised.
Yeah, and which is no big deal. That just means that something else is in the works for us. But we are definitely needing to find somewhere warm, not only for us, but for the birds as well, and the kids, and the fish, and our cat, and it just, as a family unit, we need something warmer all year round, so that we can just function on a very positive direction.
Ooh, Gianna said 14 degrees and expecting snow later today. Brr.
Oy.
We're right now, my phone says that we're 26 right now, so, and the sun is actually shining for the first time in days, so right at the moment anyway. That can
it's
change
not
it in
shining here. It's very gray and gloomy, and
all right, Sonia. God bless you. I hope you get some rest, and hopefully we'll be on Darlene's channel tomorrow. Hopefully.
Much love, much love.
Love to you, Sonia.
Sonia said a couple messages up. She says, I love all my birds equally, but my favorite is my collector jelly. Yep, see, and I love all my animals the same. It just, Mr. Pickles is my baby.
He was your first.
Yeah,
he was your first. That's totally understandable.
Every time we go out somewhere and we go to a pet shop, we have to get Mr. Pickles something and Gabby.
Yeah. Well, I really think that, when you bond with your animals, like I said, my son is just like, his dog is his sidekick. They go everywhere together except when he goes to work.
Right.
But otherwise, he takes her everywhere with him, and they're like buddies. So when we watched her overnight last Friday night, because he was taking his crew out for dinner for the holidays, And she had separation anxiety from him. She was whining for the first hour she was at our house. And she comes to our house almost every day for a few minutes. Good morning, Newfoundlander Ingalls family. Good morning to you. Good morning, Ingle family. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, that's the thing. The people at the pet store, which is really close, we had no idea they even existed, and they've been open for years. It's a family-owned pet store, and they're really close. And so they told me that we could bring Mr. Pickles in. They would love to see him because I was telling them about him, and they want to meet him because I showed her the video that I have of Mr. Pickles on YouTube, and she's like, "Wow," And then of course I've got pictures.
Of course you do. Yeah.
And
that's all right.
So, I think I have just as many Mr. Pickle pictures as I do of my kids.
Of your kids, yeah. That wouldn't surprise me.
So
Sonia's got a male dog Denise has a male dog that is her buddy, her baby. And Gianna has a 22-year-old cat. Wow, that's long living. 22-year-old cat.
Right? See, Tommy
and better as a kitten. Wow. That's amazing. You must have given her a good life, Gianna.
Right? That is a long time. See, Tommy has Gabby. And last night it was the funniest thing. So Gabby was on the edge of the couch in her little spot so that she can see Remington and Kaplan. She can watch the fish, or she can see Mr. Pickles. Like, that's her spot. Well, Tommy, we were getting ready for bed. Tommy went in the bedroom, and he's goes to lay down. He goes, "Gabby, if you don't come in here and lay down with Daddy, I'm gonna shut the door." And she was poof, poof, poof. I mean, she like jumped off that couch so high and ran into that room.
Yeah.
Tommy spoils her.
I'm not gonna miss my chance. That's so cute. I think that each animal has their person that they bond with, and that's their person,
Yeah, see, I always wanted a dog, and now I can't have one, and it stinks. But our buddy has a dog, so I get to
get your dog fix every now and then.
Yeah, Huckleberry is he's a hound. I call him Huckleberry Finn, and he's a bloodhound, and
he's my son's dog is a blue tick coonhound.
See, I had a blue tick and black and tan hound.
Yeah. Aw.
And he was awesome. And then we had a black and tan and German Shepherd mix. And if somebody, it was weird because I don't know if it's normal or not, but have you ever seen a dog who is a mixed breed switch between the breeds? Like characteristics. Yeah. Like his nose was always, Charlie's nose was always to the ground, sniffing. That's the hound. But if somebody came up that he did not care for, he would get between that person and me and the kids, and the German Shepherd would show.
Oh yeah, and I can see that where that could happen. Good morning, in vino veritas. Good morning to you. Good morning, in vino veritas. Good morning to you.
I'd never seen that before. So I didn't know if that was a normal thing or not.
Wow. Ingalls family has 6 Newfoundland dogs. They breed them.
That's what I wanted for a dog.
Aw. That's a pretty big dog, isn't it?
What's that?
A Newfoundland is a pretty big dog, isn't it?
Now, I'm 5 foot, and when they're full grown, from the research and stuff I've done, they would be eye level with me, and that's what I wanted. I wanted a dog that was hardy, fluffy, awesome. When I stood up, it looked like I was even shorter than I am. But I can't have a dog.
Yes, BMS, your comments are registering. Just trying to chat with everybody. Thank you, Invino. Ooh, 125 to 140.
They're big dogs. Yeah, they are cool dogs.
Yeah.
I just, even with or with Huckleberry, I have to be very careful with him because of the bacteria in his mouth. All dogs have bacteria that is not good for me personally. So, so I have to be very, very careful. Hi, Keevan.
Good morning to Keevan. Good morning to you. Good morning to Keevan. Good morning to you. Is Darlene okay or just resting? Was very worried that I didn't hear back from her this morning.
Keevan is sick and at work.
Of course he is, because he's a man and he's not going to stay home. My husband does the same thing. Darlene and I have talked about that. We've been praying for your whole family, Keevan. Everybody's been asking how Darlene is and if Mama's doing okay. And boy,
wow.
And Vino has 2 kittens with a ton of energy. Oi.
Come. See if she'll come. Kaplan. Okay, go to sleep. That works.
Yeah.
She's a yeller. She screams. She yells. She's the only time I can get them to calm down is when I play. Well, there's a couple things. Celtic music. There's a couple different Celtic type music, instrumental things that I play. And then the other day, Tommy had a parakeet video up, and it looked like you were inside the cage with them. And he was trying to see their reaction, so he's doing a couple different videos. She tried to climb into the computer screen. She thought,
oh my goodness.
She came over. She knew it was coming from over here. And so she was on top of the computer monitor, and she kept looking down, like she was trying to figure out how to get into the cage with them. Mr. Remington was all sorts of confused because we had to bring him over too. And then she took flight and then went right straight to the screen. She stops like literally like I don't know how she did it.
Millimeters.
Yeah. And she was in mid-flight and then turns around because she knew that she couldn't get in there. She was she was mad, but at the same time, I think she was very confused. But she's a very smart bird. She really is a very smart bird. Keevan says her fever broke last night, and hopefully on the downside of all of this. And thanks to all of you for the prayers. Thank heavens that her fever broke.
Yeah, thank heavens. I've been praying. I've been so worried about her. hopefully she can get some rest today and start to feel better. I hope. Man, it's just been hanging on for so long.
Yeah. I must not be getting, I don't know, I think my chat froze. Hold on. I've been kind of keeping an eye on the YouTube chat because StreamYard's chat didn't stop moving. So I was over here. So I think my computer needs to be restarted eventually.
Well, I think I'm going to wrap this up pretty soon because I know Liz Ann was going to try and come back on, but Roy always calls me when he goes on his lunch, and he goes on lunch at 11. So depending, I don't want to have to mute and talk to him because depends on the mood he's in, whether he talks for 2 minutes or 10,
Oh, yeah.
You know how guys are.
Right.
So,
Tommy
right.
sent me a message and said, "Are you jumping on?"
Yeah.
So
So he's looking for you too.
Jump
All right.
on.
Love to everybody. Much
Much
love, everybody.
love.
Love you all. Thank you, Des, for coming in. I appreciate you so much.
Sorry I took over with animal talk.
Oh, no, it was fun. It was something to talk about. It was fun. I love your animals.
See, you guys are all loved.
Yep, they are. All right. Love you all. See you all tomorrow, hopefully on Darlene's channel.
Have a good day, everybody.
Have a good day.